Regarding revaluations then, a company owns a building that's depreciated using the straight line method over its useful life. The company decides to revalue the building during the current financial year. Which of the following statements are true regarding the revaluation process? For those of you who may want to have a go at this on your own, I've now put all of the available options on screen, so you may wish to pause this here. If not, work through them with me. The first option. If the revaluation results in an increase in value, the gain is recorded in the revaluation reserve unless it reserves a previous revaluation decrease. Well, that is indeed true. If our revaluation is going to result in an increase in value, then our gain is going to be recorded in our revaluation reserve unless it is going to reverse a previous revaluation decrease in order for this to be accurately reflected in our books. If the asset value decreases and there is no revaluation reserve, the decrease is recorded as an expense in the profit or loss. Well, again, this is going to be true, because if there is no revaluation reserve and your asset value has decreased, there is nothing to offset this against. Therefore, this decrease is simply going to be recorded as a debit entry, as an expense to the statement of profit or loss. Future depreciation charges are based on the revalued amount rather than the original cost. Well, this isn't going to be true. Just because something has been revalued either up over or down over 1 year may not mean that that trend is going to continue. It was perhaps just an anomaly. It might have been for all sorts of different reasons, and therefore a business would continue to depreciate that asset using the straight line method over its useful life in accordance with the original cost. So that one is false. A revaluation must be performed annually for all property, plant and equipment assets. Again, this isn't true. IAS 16 simply states that all categories of a certain asset must be subject to the same guidance and rules. Therefore, you would have to do it annually for all items of property if you did it just for one. But if you're not doing it for any, that's absolutely fine. It does not give a specific time frame. And when an asset is revalued, a debit entry is made to the revaluation reserve to reflect this increase. Again, we know that that one is incorrect here. It would indeed not be a debit.